Well, boys, we got some more Madden 21 leaks. It's crazy. These past 2 weeks, just so much information leaking about the game. So I'm going to let you know all the new stuff we have just found out, get you up to date on everything. Now, if you're new to the channel, however, and you want to be up to date on all of the future leaks, the gameplay that should be dropping soon, and all of the other stuff, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of the uploads. We just hit 280K. I appreciate all the support you guys have been showing, especially in the comment section. I would really like to hit 300K before Madden 21 comes out, so that's my challenge to you guys. If you watch but you haven't really subbed yet, go ahead and help the channel out. I appreciate it. Now let's talk about these leaks. Now, last week we got the leak of the new game mode, The Yard, which is pretty exciting. This is something very different from Madden, something that a lot of fans have asked for a long time because we're used to seeing it in games like 2K and even some other sports games, and Madden has just been behind. So when we found out about this Yard mode, we got really excited. Now we're getting even more info about that and some other things about the game. And I have to say, the funny thing is, all of the stuff that is leaking is more exciting than the stuff EA has officially announced yet, which is so weird to me that they're like keeping all of this under wraps. Obviously, maybe they have some marketing behind it. Maybe these modes are not going to come out right away. But either way, this is all stuff that makes the game actually feel like a new game, that actually makes the game feel different from the stuff that we heard that made it sound like it was just Madden 20.5. So let's get into what we found out. Now, I'm not going to put up the screenshots this time because these are leaked from the beta. Now, the beta has been closed, but obviously it's still getting updates. Somebody still has access to this stuff and they're leaking it out. I don't really want to put up any screenshots. You can find them if you want, but it's really just menu screens kind of explaining some of the new things in the game. So there's nothing really like image-wise that's exciting to see. So they talk more about the Yard here. It says, squad up and take on the world. The Yard brings all new gameplay for you to tackle solo or with friends. Create and customize your avatar, then go all out on fields across the globe as you take on dynamic challenges in Madden's newest mode. Now, this is exciting, and I'm going to tell you why. Because again, we've been wanting some form of NFL Street, some type of a park, right? That's similar to NBA 2K. You know, it's good to see EA kind of trying to catch up with the times finally because they're so far behind. Now, what we found out last week was that the Yard would be a 6-on-6 mode, where you're going to take your face of the franchise created player. So when they say your avatar, I believe that that's what they mean. It's your face of the franchise player. So when you go in the face of the franchise, you create your player. Now you can, just like an NBA 2K, you can play in the league, play through the story mode, go high school, college, and then to the NFL. But you can also take that guy online to play in a park, or in Madden's case, a yard. And it goes across the globe, meaning there's going to be different types of fields that you're going to play on. Think similar to, this is something that 2K doesn't really do in terms of having different parks. Like, there's just one neighborhood, one real park for 2K. But in NBA Live, however, before it got canceled, this was something I thought NBA Live did well, was it had a ton of parks all over the world. You can go overseas and play in these parks in different countries. You had all these parks in the United States, some of the famous like Rucker parks, and I always had fun playing in those because you could play the same way, solo or with friends, but it was just fun. They had certain challenges, and in those challenges you would unlock gear, you would unlock all this stuff, and it sounds like they're taking that approach with Madden. They're not going to do it the exact same as 2K does. They're going to do it kind of how they did on NBA Live, and I thought it worked very well on NBA Live. The only problem with NBA Live was the user base wasn't there because most people play 2K, but with Madden, that's where the user base is because it's the only football game. So now, another menu screen that was leaked, it said build your rep, earn your cred. So it says you can level up your new Madden rank when you complete objectives across the game or in Madden Mobile. As you build your rep, you unlock new gear for your avatar and earn cred to spend. Come back each day for new challenges. Again, this is very similar to what NBA Live did. You can get on every day. You can go in these different parks. You would have challenges that you could play solo by yourself versus the computer, or there were some challenges where you could team up with friends and play against other people, and by completing these challenges every day, or there'd be like so many of them a week, you'd get new gear to put on your player, or you would earn like a credit, like some type of a in-game currency you would earn by playing, and then you can use that and spend it on other gear or other things for your player. Sounds like Madden's doing the same thing, and this is also similar to 2K in terms of rep. If you're familiar with 2K, when you play online and all of these things, you build rep, and as your rep goes up, you go to different levels and you can unlock different things at different levels. Just sounds like Madden finally catching up to the other sports games, and I love to see that. Now we have another menu screen that says find your fit. Customize your avatar from head to toe with the variety of jerseys, accessories, and more. Keep an eye out for new gear drops throughout the year and connect your Madden NFL mobile account to use your cosmetics both in-game or in mobile. So you can, share them between both if you play on console and on mobile. I think most people play on one or the other, but if you play on both, you can kind of share them between both. But again, it all kind of goes back to the same thing. You create your player, you keep them offline if you want to do the career mode stuff, but now you have the park, you have the fields, you have the yard. You can unlock your gear, you can unlock accessories, so think different types of cleats, gloves, maybe arm sleeves, helmets, whatever the case may be. We don't really know how the gear is going to work. In some of these little menu screenshots, it does look like they're in football gear and not what you would think NFL streetwise would be like street clothes, like shorts and maybe a jersey or something. But it's just like a couple like very minimal like screenshots on the menu screen. It looks like in one of the screenshots the jersey on the players like rolled all the way up, so it's like it has a street feel to it, but it still looks like full uniform. But we don't know if it's going to be that way the whole time. Maybe there is a way where you don't have to be in full uniform, you could just be like in shorts and a shirt. Don't know, but the fact that they're not only taking your own custom avatar, which is, again, your created players, all that really means, that's key because people want to play with themselves. And that's why 2K and even NBA Live wasn't as big as 2K, but their system was good because you want to play with your guy. You don't want to go play NFL Street with Patrick Mahomes. Now you want to play with your guy. That's where sports gaming is at now. So the fact that it's your player, that you can earn rep every day. Now if you're an Ultimate Team player, you're kind of familiar with this. This is like MUT level for Ultimate Team, but I believe that's just a completely separate thing. Rep is going to be for the game as a whole. So no matter what mode you're playing, or even if you're playing on mobile, you're going to earn rep to your account, and as your rep goes up, you go to different levels. There could be, if it's like 2K, there's like Pro, there's like Elite, there's Legend, there's all these like different names as you rep up, and at each level you get different things. So maybe Madden's gonna have something similar to that, but you unlock all the accessories and gear and possibly even other stuff. It could be maybe even different types of animations, celebrations. Now the key here is we don't know if there's going to be microtransactions with this, because for 2K there's a lot of microtransactions in this. When you get your VC by competing, but you can also buy VC with money, and that's how you buy gear and things like that. With Madden, it sounds more like the NBA Live model, which there was no microtransactions in this. It was all that you just earned stuff by playing, and you did earn in-game currency, but you couldn't actually purchase it with real money. I would hope Madden takes that route, at least early on, because when you're first introducing this and you're far behind, I don't think throwing microtransactions in it off top is going to be a good look. Obviously, at some point, I would assume they're going to do that, but first year, I would assume they're going to kind of keep it to the NBA Live model, where it was all you can earn it in game. Now there was another screenshot that leaks. It said new stories, new experiences all season long. Discover new experiences with seasons. A 5-part journey that starts at the kickoff and ends with a wave of superstars. Be on the lookout for new gear, collabs, and more with every season update. So this sounds kind of like what you see in some of the shooters, how there's different seasons. Now Madden Ultimate Team already did this. They already had every 6 weeks was like a new season, and with every new season there was like tons of new content that would drop when the new season unlocked. The MUT level would increase. So it sounds like Madden, like some of these other games, are now doing this for the entire game. So you're gonna be able to unlock stuff. It could be for any mode. There could even be franchise stuff included in this. We don't know. I mean, obviously that would kind of be far-fetched because it seems like EA doesn't care that much about franchise, but I definitely think face of the franchise, probably Superstar KO, probably this new yard mode. I think MUT is always going to be like its own separate thing, so I don't know how that's going to, come together with this. But the thing that I like is what I've said a few times, it sounds like EA finally catching up with the times. This is things that other games are doing, and Madden has just been, they've just been ancient with a lot of things. Outside of Ultimate Team, they just haven't done a lot of other things well, but now they're finally trying to get a good career mode going. They've got a park type vibe coming this year. They have the Superstar KO, which is something different. Now they're adding seasons with a rep and rewards and more customization. So I like what I'm hearing. We haven't heard EA's side of any of this yet. It's all leaks, but these are things that I'm just surprised that they're keeping so close to the vest right now, because these are things that would sell the game. because ever since these things have leaked, everybody I've seen on social media it seems pretty hyped about it, right? Whereas before that, everybody was like, wow, Madden 21 just sounds like a dud. It doesn't sound like they did that much different from 20, but added some new abilities and did some more to face of the franchise, but nothing else really seemed like it was touched. All of this new leaked stuff sounds like completely different things than we're used to seeing in Madden. So I'm anxious to see what EA is going to do. Maybe put out a trailer for some of this stuff soon, some gameplay, make an official announcement, because as much as this leaks, they gotta at some point say something about it. So hopefully soon they'll speak on it and we'll get more info. But what we've got so far, it definitely has me and I think a lot of people interested. So let me know what you think below. Are you interested in any of this stuff? If you haven't yet, check out my second channel. Got some new content up there for you guys. I'll link it below in the comments. And as always, I will see you guys next time.